Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdouts NewsStand, and we are going to talk today about some new announcements from DC Comics. Now, a lot of this is really good news, some of it is not so good news, and some of it's downright bad. But I am hopeful, and I will tell you why by the end, because it looks like maybe, just maybe, Bendis will be a little bit too busy for Batman. But if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these new announcements. And I expect we will be seeing solicitations tomorrow. So that video, which always takes a little bit longer, will be up tomorrow. I would save it for my live stream on Sunday, but we're going to go over DC FanDome. So we're going to have enough to talk about. But let's take a look, right? Because that's what you're here for. Let's talk about the new books being introduced that were just announced today. Now, this first book is beautiful. It is coming by way of Chip Zdarsky. Yes, this, I'm telling you right now, this is not made for you. No, I'm kidding. This right here is made for the female gaze. Deal with it, love it, suck it in, because there will be some for the male gaze, I promise. Oh my God, that cover is beautiful. I want to hang it on my wall. Anyways, this is called Batman the Night, and it's going to be a story we've seen done before, but maybe a little different. I don't know. It is going to be done by Chip Zdarsky and Carmine Di Giandomenico. Okay, all right. I absolutely love it. Now, this book is set to, all of these are coming out in January. You got to remember, this is right before the January solicitations. Now, this is the second or third variant I have seen like this. And at first I thought they were really good drawings, but now it's kind of looking more like they're drawings based off of real people. And I absolutely 100% hate who they are using for Harley Quinn. Hate it. Hate it. I hate it so much. So I will not have any interest in that cover. But we're getting Batman the Night by Chip Zdarsky. Hopefully tomorrow we will get more of a synopsis. It is going to be the origin and basically him very young going off into the world and learning about himself. Maybe we'll get, I am curious because with the Tini run, we did get the introduction of Ghostmaker, who was an old friend of his. I'm hoping maybe we'll get some Ghostmaker in there. That would be very cool. I would like to see that added if they're going to do something. Now, this next one goes on sale January 25th, and it is another landmark, because we didn't just have a landmark at 1,000 and then 1027, now 1050, an oversized issue of Detective Comics. Okay, all right. So we're getting a lot of big names in comics, right? Mark Waid, Dan Mora, Mariko Tamaki, Matthew Rosenberg, and Fernando Blanco, who is amazing, by the way. He does the art with for Ram V's Catwoman. Beautiful, beautiful. But all of these people, I have really been in love with anything Dan Mora does lately. His art is stunning. I really like it. And his work together with Mariko Tamaki on Detective Comics have been really, really good. Now, Matthew Rosenberg really didn't win me over until he did that grifter story in Future State. So far, what we're seeing of the backup stories for the Task Force Z, I've really been enjoying too. So I'm excited for all these people. I think these are great announcements. Now, before I get to my favorite announcement, it does look like Mark Waid is going to be teaming up with Dan Mora for this story that is going to be Batman and Superman. Again, we know Mark Waid is a bit of a psychopath, and that's being nice about it. And as much as he is a psychopath, he is extremely talented when it comes to writing his Flash, his Kingdom Come. There are plenty of Superman stories we could talk about. He is extremely talented. I have no doubt that this will be good, even if he's a little bit on the crazy side, just saying. Now what I'm excited for. Now, as if you're new to the channel, you may not know this, but I have absolutely loved the work done with Catwoman. Now, it originally started with Joelle Jones. She did pretty good. And then we got the work done by Ram V. Well, when I had Ram V on, he did mention that because of being a new father and because of wanting to work on some of his creator-owned stuff, he is leaving Catwoman. It was just too much at once. Now he is getting a season 2 of Swamp Thing, so Levi Kamei will not be going anywhere. We will see that character, and it's a wonderful title if you're not reading it. But the 2 best ongoings, 2 out of 3 of the best ongoings at DC right now are written by Ram V. And now that title, that Catwoman mantle, is being passed over. And I at first was like, wait, I know the name, but I'm not familiar with the writing. And then I realized who she was and realized that she wrote Hack and Slash. And I got super excited. And then when we're gonna read through this, but it's awesome. The way it is worded is absolutely awesome. So it says Catwoman has returned to Gotham City from Alleytown, which is in Gotham. Okay. And is back to doing what she does best. Stealing from crime bosses. Looking fine while doing it. New ongoing series writer Tini Howard makes her DC debut on Catwoman as Selena Kyle goes into one of Gotham City's most secure underground clubs in disguise to steal blackmail material. Oh, Catwoman, hiding in plain sight in 5-inch platform heels at a gathering of Gotham's crime's elite while surrounded by all beautiful women and shiny things. What could possibly go wrong? Now, the art is going to be by Nico Leon, and I'm all for this. The stuff I seen, and I'm debating, it is October. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever read Hack and Slash. It is a great horror thriller with Cassandra Hack, who, you know what? I'm just going to review it for Halloween. It is wonderful. If you haven't read it, it's by him, Tini and Tim Seeley, and it's wonderfully done. And what I'm seeing here, just by that description alone, is one thing that there are 3 main characters, I would say 2, probably 3 main characters at DC that really have that seductive, sexy side to them. And one is Catwoman, definitely Poison Ivy, and to an extent Harley Quinn, right? And from what I'm reading into here, yeah, that's not going anywhere. So if you've ever read her Hack and Slash, Cassandra Hack, she's beautiful, she is badass, and she is very real. And that's the best. She's not the bestest ever. She's very real. She makes mistakes. She fucks up. She feels at times. There was one really great part in that, and it's not a spoiler or anything. So when she's actually getting bullied at school and she's getting beat up and she doesn't fight back. She's like, I feel like I deserve this. And there's a lot that goes into it, but some of those panels were really great and really powerful, especially for horror. I absolutely love it. So we've got one more Peacemaker. This is so cool. Disturbing the Peace. This is just a one shot, right? And they're doing it because of the Peacemaker HBO series. And if you haven't had a chance to look at the little snippet they released, I'm sure we'll get more on Saturday. But it's so funny. Like, I never knew that I liked John Cena. I was out of wrestling by the time he came around, and then I seen it and I was like, okay, I'm totally into this. He plays this character really, really well. But this is hilarious because it's going to be done by Garth Ennis. And I love the voice. Like, the voice is so messed up, but I still love it, right? It's fantastic. And it looks like it's going to get a little dark, but I can't imagine DC's going to let it go to baby eating dark. And yeah, I don't think we'll go that dark. And I just got demonetized. But even so, I'm really looking forward to this. Now, the last of the news here, right? And I said it was going to get a little bad, right? So if you're a fan of Legion of Superheroes, I apologize in advance. If you're a fan of Bendis, then it's not a big deal. But it does look like Bendis is getting another title starting in January with art done by Scott Godlewski. He is getting Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes. Now, I don't know if this is going to be, let me see if it has anything on here. No, I don't know. It's a 6-issue miniseries. Okay, so that makes sense. He's been also doing Checkmate, which hasn't been terrible. My favorite part, I think when I was talking to Comics Elite earlier, he described it best. The parts in his Justice League and his Checkmate that are the best are the relationships, right? The Canaro, the Green Arrow. The Canaro? Wow, I'm going to make that a thing now. They're definitely, like, what was it, Benifer? Yeah, it's Canaro now. So the Canaro relationship, that's amazing. And some of the dialogue he does really well. Other than that, it's like, I'm reading it because it's Justice League, right? So I am curious to see. I will start this series. I'll probably give it 2 issues myself, but I didn't like, and I haven't heard, I've only read 1 or 2 issues of his Legion, and from what I've heard, it wasn't great either. So I'm not, looking favorably upon this being very well done. But even so, the rest of the news, I'm glad to see Saturn Girl return. Ooh, will there be tension? Will she come up against Jonathan? Will it feel awkward? Uh-oh. So the rest of this is really good news. It just don't mess with my Catwoman title. That's my favorite, one of my favorite titles. Keep it good. Because this cover, holy crap, that is so pretty. I'm glad to see somebody get this title that can write it well, and from what we've seen before. Now, I almost forgot, we do have a new costume for Nightwing. Okay. This is new, right? And I love, what is it, Bruno Redondo's art. Oh, honey. It's not very new, is it? It wasn't like courageous. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is such a different look for him. It was just like, we're just going to change a few things. Maybe his shoes. Let's change his shoes. Yeah, that's it? Okay. All right. So that's his new costume. I guess that counts as a new costume, but I do love this picture. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the Nightwing title's been pretty good. Hasn't been perfect, but it's been good. But I think a lot of it helps that he puts Babs in there, right? That we get a lot of that. So let me know, of course, what you guys think about this, about all these new announcements. Tomorrow we should have solicitations, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.